Okay, now I told you we were going to paint this little ghost here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And first of all, he's all cleaned up now. He's ready to be painted. Go. All right, I'm just going to use a few different colors here. I'm going to paint the tennis shoes this red color. It's a red oxide color. And so we're going to get busy doing that. So we're going to paint those tennis shoes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint them red, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to paint the little soles black. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. See, I'm just sort of painting the shoes. Once again, using the water, I'm dipping into the water with my paints because we want that effect of that it is a wood carving and not a piece of plastic. And one thing about painting, as you'll see, the more you do it, the more you're going to learn more. And I know a lot of you out there are probably a lot better painters than I am. I mean, there are some people that are really artistic. I'm not an artistic painter. I hate to say it. I'm not. I don't do real good. I'm not an artist. I'm not a drawer. I know there are a lot of people that are very artistic. I know Woodcarving Illustrated, we have some people that are good carvers, but I'm going to tell you something. When they paint their pieces, they're even better painters than they are carvers. And I'm going to tell you that you can make a not so great carving turn into a beautiful carving if you really know how to paint. I'm going to tell you something, and I've seen it done. I saw a carving one time that was not that great of a carving, but the person was a good painter, and they really made it look great. So I'll tell you what, if you do have painting skills, real good painting skills, then it does help you to put a lot more emphasis on your carvings. I'll tell you what. Okay, we got the shoes painted there. All right, now there we go. We'll let that dry for just a minute. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just paint the pants a brown color. Now, like I said, you don't have to follow my color scheme here. Now, this is just a regular brown, but I'm painting the pants legs. You don't have to follow my color scheme. You can paint it whatever you feel like painting it. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. You can choose to paint that. Now, if you want to choose to paint the legs a flesh tone, so it looks like that he's got a instead of pants legs, in other words, with the trousers on, it's just the flesh, the legs coming down to the shoes itself. You can do that. There's several options that you can choose. I'm going to choose to paint the legs in here, say the brown, which is fine. It's whatever you choose to do, in other words. I mean, you don't have to follow my color scheme. Basically, I'm just showing you how you do it, in other words. Because nobody, you know. Now, if you have like I said, if you have a wife who can, and you see I painted the, now, I'm going to start painting the sheet the white color. This is that antique white is what it is. And usually when you paint something white, you have to paint it more than once. In other words, you have to because white takes several coats for it to really give it that look, or give it the look that you want it to be. Because white soaks in so easily with the wood that it takes, usually I found that it takes several coats before you can really get the desired color that you want. And that's the thing about when you do your painting, you know, don't put on a heavy layer at first, just put on a light layer, and then you can go back and put you another layer on, and you can sort of, as we say, blend the layers as you go along, in other words. As you get the painting and get it done. And we're just going to paint this entire, in fact, I'm going to get a little bit, in this case I can go with a little bit bigger brush here, cover a little bit bigger area. There we go, say, with the, and like I said, I don't go into a lot of detail painting at first. Whenever I work with people, I've done a little bit more detail painting and taken more time. But for our videos here, like I said, you can do that. You can add little things on. You can add little Halloween decorations onto the sheet or whatever if you want to. Little bats or whatever. If you know how to draw real good, you can add those on to the little sheet that he has here. You can just do a number of things to your little carving to make him look more Halloween. But for now, we're just going to, like I said, I'm going to show you the basics. We're going to do the basics of the painting. And a lot of